showed you last night at 10 how giant real estate investment companies are quietly buying up homes in and around Nashville and turning them into rental properties in this city on a rise. Tonight, News Channel 5 Investigates takes a look at one of these companies and why former tenants say you should think twice about doing business with them. Here's consumer investigator Jennifer Krause.
Invitation Homes owns nearly 800 properties in this area, and according to their corporate filings, they're taking in more than $1.5 million a month in rent from Middle Tennesseans. But some say the company's focus is on money rather than its tenants. When Desiree Trombley and her family moved to Tennessee from Las Vegas, they were looking to rent a home. And thanks to Invitation Homes, they found one. The company's website lists dozens of homes for rent in and around Nashville. The Trombleys settled on one in Laverne, in a subdivision where property records show Invitation Homes owns 28 other houses and another 262 around just Rutherford County.
Yeah, there was like a whole cluster of homes where I was looking.
But if she had to do it all over, Trombley says she would never rent from Invitation Homes again.
I started to think it's just the way this company is, predatory almost, you know.
And other former tenants seem to agree. The Better Business Bureau has received more than 600 complaints from across the country in just the last 3 years. And the reviews are not good either. Most give Invitation Homes just 1 star, while some say they'd give 0 if they could, urging others to stay away, calling the company the worst landlord I've ever encountered.
People are angry.
Alex Tomasevic is a California attorney who's now suing Invitation Homes on behalf of a former tenant, claiming the company charges illegal and excessive fees for things like late rent, even if it's just a minute late.
The thing about it here is that even when people disagree about the fee, the threat of, well, we'll kick you out on the street is always there, so they end up paying the fee regardless. And then they end up paying the fees on top of fees, because if the fee isn't paid on time, you know, they stack another fee on there, and then a legal fee and an administrative fee.
According to the lawsuit, Invitation Homes is the largest of the so-called Wall Street landlords that popped up shortly after the housing crisis 10 years ago, when investment groups began buying up foreclosed and distressed homes and turning them into rental properties. The suit accuses these groups of caring more about their stock price and growing their quarterly earnings than taking care of tenants and addressing problems like maintenance issues.
You can't get anyone on the phone, or you can't really talk to the real owners of your property to explain your situation.
It was difficult to try to get a hold of anybody.
Desiree Trombley says her nightmares started when her family decided to move out of their rental after they found a house to buy.
I tried to call their office multiple times.
She gave the required 30 days notice and says she followed all the other rules of the lease agreement. But then more than 3 weeks later, got a big surprise, this final bill.
I was shocked, and of course it was like $6,500.
It was actually a lot more than that. Invitation Homes said they were keeping her security deposit of $1,365 and charging her an additional $7,600. Most of that for damage caused supposedly by a burst pipe that flooded the house.
So the last time I saw it, it was in perfect, pretty much move-in condition.
She says Invitation Homes refused to tell her exactly when it happened, but they insisted she was responsible for the damage.
They said I turned the keys in too early.
But as she explained to them, she had to move out several days early because the last day of the month fell on a holiday weekend and the rental office was going to be closed.
Then they kind of tried to blame it on the power being turned off too early.
But NES records show the power never was turned off. And it turns out Invitation Homes actually changed the account into their name the same day Trombley moved out.
The goofy back in.
She says Invitation Homes tried to intimidate her, had an attorney go after her, and even threatened to ruin her credit unless she paid up. She had to hire her own attorney, and the company still refused to give her security deposit back.
I'm just speaking out because there are so many people in the same position than I am.
Desiree had to wait more than a year to finally get her money back, and it was only after we called Invitation Homes and told them we were running this story. We can't tell you how much she got, though, because the company made her sign a non-disclosure agreement before they'd pay her. But Invitation Homes told us they are pleased the issue has been, quote, fully resolved. Jennifer Krause, News Channel 5 Investigates.
Meanwhile, the attorney you heard from in this story tells News Channel 5 he is now seeking class action status in that lawsuit, so it will cover tenants in all the states Invitation Homes operates in, including Tennessee.